This is JordangeVision. Pull up a seat and kick up your feet. Welcome, guys. How we doing? It's time to start another series, guys. Earlier this year, OJ Simpson passed away, and not only that, we've just recently passed the 30-year anniversary of the murders of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman. So I decided I would like to watch the miniseries that was made in 2016, the American crime story production of The People vs. OJ Simpson. Of course, it's a series based on a true story, so unlike many of the other series that, people might react to, people might, binge on their streaming services or whatever, I kind of know what happens. Obviously, I think everyone knows that OJ Simpson was acquitted. So there's not a whole lot of mystery, like in a show like Only Murders in the Building, where you're actually, trying to solve it and, wondering what happens next and all that. Nonetheless, though, it's a dramatic miniseries with a very great cast. I'll get into the cast in a little bit. I might have to read it off my phone because there's so many big names in this show. Nonetheless, it's one of those shows that, goes into detail, maybe some details that we didn't really know before, and, it should be very interesting. So I'm looking forward to it very much. So I mentioned the cast of this miniseries. O.J. Simpson himself is played by Cuba Gooding Jr. We have John Travolta playing Robert Shapiro. We have David Schwimmer playing Robert Kardashian. Johnny Cochran is played by Courtney B. Vance. Nathan Lane is F. Lee Bailey. The prosecutor, Marcia Clark, is played by Sarah Paulson. Who else? We got Sterling K. Brown as Christopher Darden. It's a big deal when you get a lot of these, big name movie stars who don't really do TV to do a TV miniseries like this. So, and yeah, apparently the series was a pretty big deal when it aired originally in 2016. I remember hearing about it. I didn't have like a million streaming services back then, so I don't think I really got into it then. But I figured, with everything going on, with it kind of being talked about again with OJ's death, why not get into it now? So without further ado, let's get into The People vs. OJ Simpson. Before I get started, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and don't forget, reacting to art is sharing art. Channels like these benefit everyone from the viewers all the way up to the original creators themselves. Also, a reminder, spoilers are likely, so if you haven't seen this episode yet and would like to, please feel free to click off and take care of that first. I'll be here when you get back. For those of you who are sticking with me, pull up a seat, kick up your feet. This is the first episode of The People vs. O.J. Simpson, and it is titled, From the Ashes of Tragedy. Here we go. 1991. This might have been... Was this Rodney King?
Who were videotaped repeatedly beating an unarmed man were found not guilty.
I think it is
Like, this is 3 years before the OJ thing happened, so it's just kind of a lead up. Two years later, so 1993 now? Oh. Here's Cuba.
Sorry I'm late. I overslept. I have to take a shower.
Maybe this is after the murder, I don't know.
If I was staring before, I've never picked up a celebrity.
You live in Los Angeles and you never picked up a celebrity?
I remember the first celebrity I ever met. Willie Mays.
Oh yeah.
Boy, did that blow
Rest in
my
peace,
mind.
Willie Mays. He just passed away too.
I was just a kid, but it made me go, that's what I want to be when I grow up.
You became a big sports star too, and then look what happened.
Hey, what's wrong?
What's wrong, puppy?
What happened to you? You step in some glass? Let me see.
Oh, I don't think he stepped in glass. Yep, that dog wants you to follow him, yep. Yeah, that's not good. And, oh, that would scar me for life. Don't think you're gonna find him in here. With everything that happened, it was a miracle the kids slept through it. Would have scarred them pretty bad, too. Think you recognizes him?
The female is Nicole Brown Simpson. She's the property owner. It's also a glove, hat, and an envelope. Down that path is the same bloody shoe prints.
Lots of evidence right there.
Mark,
Yeah.
we got to withdraw from the case. They kicked it upstairs.
To who?
Oh, FBI?
About O.J. Simpson, anybody notify him yet?
We don't want a Belushi situation. Can't have him learning about this from his TV.
He might know.
I'm Detective Mark Furman, West LA homicide. I was there years ago. Family dispute. It's a few minutes away.
Yeah, they do have some history, unfortunately.
Car's in the driveway and the lights are on. Someone's home.
I'm gonna look around.
Didn't he just get on a plane? Who'd be home? There's the Bronco. More on this later, I would presume. Yep, they found blood on it. Blood in the car, too. Police, open up. Is that a big statue of him? Yeah. I wonder how many people have, like, statues of themselves, like, just in their yard. Oh, that...
With the LAPD, is OJ Simpson home?
I don't, what?
Is that, Kato?
Was there an earthquake last night? Because I heard these crazy, thumps, these loud thumps.
Sir, are you on a substance?
Probably.
Look, I'm not, like, an official person. I just kind of live back here.
Sir,
I guess, yeah, he's just letting Kato stay there.
Chicago O'Hare Plaza.
OJ Simpson, please.
One moment.
Think they'd catch him in the airport?
Is this OJ Simpson?
Yeah, who's this?
Oh, they did.
Your ex-wife, Nicole Simpson, has been killed.
Oh my God. Nicole has been killed?
He doesn't sound too surprised.
I'll be on the first flight out of Chicago tomorrow. Be back in LA tomorrow.
He's got a bandage on his hand. Well, he's emotional, but, you know, there are many reasons that he could be emotional.
What is it? He didn't ask how she died.
Good catch.
It's right here, under the air conditioner.
Oh, the famous bloody glove. So clues at the Nicole Simpson house and the OJ Simpson house.
Hey, Travis, please stop playing with your food. I'm serious. Please eat. You have 90 seconds.
So I believe this is the prosecutor, Marcia Clark.
Why are your puzzle pieces in your... Okay, you know what? That's it. You guys are going to starve.
Come on, let him eat some puzzle pieces.
What have you got?
We've got 2 victims in Brentwood on Bundy Drive. It's pretty brutal.
Brentwood? Nobody gets killed in Brentwood.
Apparently someone does.
Marcia, OJ Simpson, you know, the football player.
Yeah, I have no idea who you're talking about.
Never even heard of OJ.
He's a movie star. You know, he's in the Naked Gun movie. He's the guy in the Hertz commercials.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Okay, now she knows.
There are also 2 bloody gloves, one at each location that appear to match.
Looks pretty clear-cut to me.
What were you doing at Simpson's?
Investigating?
Well, it sounds like you have enough to arrest him. This is major.
No, one step at a time. Right now, I just want a search warrant. That's all.
Got a lot of searching already without one.
This prosecutor says go get him. Boys, in the car, now!
One of those mornings, right? Who could that be?
Hey, it's Nicole. You know what to do. Mommy, where are you?
Oh no, not the daughter.
Mommy, please call back.
Nobody told them?
Mommy, please answer.
And there's 5 messages. Sooner or later, you gotta tell the kids, right?
Marcia?
Good morning. Have we heard from the LAPD?
Uh-huh.
What time does Simpson return?
He lands at LAX around noon. Oh, Westwood Flower Garden.
I imagine the cops are gonna be right there, surrounding the plane.
What time am I supposed to be going?
Marcia, you're not going. You're throwing it.
Well, not anymore.
A little busy to throw a baby shower now.
What time did he fly to Chicago?
11:45 p.m.
What time do you bulk?
Okay.
Between 10 and 11. The man
Awfully convenient.
Goldman worked in an Italian restaurant nearby. He was 25, actor/waiter.
A lot of actors/waiters in Hollywood around that time.
Was he her boyfriend?
It's unclear. He was returning glasses that were left in the restaurant by her mother.
By her mother? That sounds ridiculous.
I agree. I've never heard of a restaurant that offers that service.
It's going above and beyond. Yikes, those pictures.
I just can't picture OJ Simpson doing it. I met him once at a golfing event. He's the nicest guy.
Yeah, I met him. He's charming.
You always think celebrities are nice until you get to know their private lives.
He never even did his community service. He just got out, celebrity style.
That's what they do sometimes, right? Dude's shaving on the scene. Doesn't want to miss the story. Oh, Schwimmer.
OJ's expecting me. I'm his friend, Robert Kardashian. I'm sure I'm on the list.
There's no list.
Yeah. In case you don't know, Robert Kardashian was the father of those Kardashians.
Can you believe this?
It's like a circus here.
I came as soon as I heard. Chris called me. She and Nicole were gonna have lunch.
Kris Jenner?
Is that him?
OJ's back. Don't know if he's under arrest at this point, but he's definitely surrounded.
What's happening? Why are you here?
Mr. Simpson, we're here because of the death of your ex-wife.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Mr. Simpson, let's get away from the cameras. Let's go around the corner.
He's gonna be seeing plenty of cameras, don't you worry about that. Everybody wants to get closer. Oh, this dude's desperate. The exclusive look.
All right, you fellas want to tell me what happens next? Oh.
Well, there's one thing that happens next.
Is that necessary? No, it's not. Only wanted him detained. You'd be willing to come down to headquarters? Have a talk?
OJ.
Don't think you have a choice.
If I don't talk, it looks like I have something to hide. Yes, officer. I'm happy to cooperate.
Okay, so he did talk. I had the impression he kind of skipped on it, but oh yep, that's when they noticed the bandage.
OJ's a suspect.
Yeah. This guy's got the story.
Honey?
Oh. Is this when we meet Johnny Cochran?
I swear that girl hides my
Yep.
clothes. I got nothing to wear.
Looks like he got 100 suits to wear.
What about lime green?
Lime green, that would be exceptional, except then I gotta run out to Neverland. MJ's got some new pies.
Neverland. Oh yeah. He represented Michael Jackson too.
All right, what about purple?
Purple, that would be fine. No, I don't want to look like no grape.
So many choices and they're all bad.
Afternoon, Chris. You finished your investigation of the Taylor shooting? The police commission determined the officers acted in self-defense. The officers were scared.
Yeah.
There were 7 of them with guns up against one mentally ill woman.
I don't know if this was another famous killing. Not really familiar with it.
You know, they shot her in the back. You know, it's remarkable to me how many
Yeah.
get shot in the backside. Why?
Again, not really familiar with this case, but it's the kind of talk that's relevant even today.
Oh, please. One sentence nobody's gonna read makes you feel better about yourself.
What do you expect me to do?
You know what we're talking about. To the side.
Oh.
You're capable of more. The world needs more black men willing to make a difference.
Opposite sides of the lawyer spectrum, but you can see the mutual respect.
I'm going to advise the family to sue the city for police brutality and wrongful death.
Attaboy, Johnny.
8 911 calls. The police were called out there 8 times.
Yeah, when you read up on the history, it's...
God, you know what really pisses me off? This went on for years.
It
All
did.
that battering before he was even arrested.
I get that you can't arrest him for murder before he actually murders, but a lot of shit happened.
Yesterday, when we were leaving our daughter's dance recital, it ended at about 6:30, 6:45, something like that. I'm trying to think. Did I leave?
You must have left at some point.
When did you park your Bronco on Rockingham?
Keep going.
7, 8, 9, I don't know.
He's pretty unsure about the time.
7, 8, 9. That's not an answer. Guys, lock him to a time frame. Pin him to a version of...
Yeah, we had the same idea.
What about your left hand there?
Oh, this ought to be good.
Did you get that injury?
I don't know. The first time I was in Chicago. Yeah, and then I got back to the house and I was running around and I broke a glass.
The convenient broken glass.
And, actually, I cut it before.
Oh, now he's got a different story already?
Yeah, but it's no big deal. I bleed all the time. I golf, you know.
I bleed all the time.
Why did the cops
Yeah.
tolerate?
As they're not used to grilling a star. He's the juice. He rushed more than 2,000 yards in one season.
I have no idea what that means. But
Yeah,
you know
she
what?
doesn't care.
Doesn't matter. He got away with beating her. He is not going to get away with killing her.
She's determined.
Here, Simpson's blood.
Okay, but you'll have to wait 48 hours. We need to be super cautious. We're gonna run the DNA.
All right.
Yeah, they gotta be sure, right?
They acting like I did this or something. I didn't kill her.
We know, Orenthal.
It's all becoming a big mess.
It's shameful. They should let the family mourn.
Oh. Did he even count those pills?
Sorry, OJ, but that traffic out there is a mother. Starving.
Is there a lot of people out there still? Packed, right?
Yeah, they're not going away for a long time.
Told the cops you and I went out for burgers last night, right?
Did he?
Yeah.
You did, huh?
Yeah.
Hopefully their stories are straight for OJ's sake.
Who called? Any of my friends leave me a message?
Probably 500 of them.
Pisses me off. They got the juice in handcuffs. I was handcuffed for 5 seconds. They ain't got no other footage of me.
Little stressed.
Why did he let you get interviewed?
Whatever they asked me, talk to him because I told him I had nothing to hide. What do I got to hide? Juice ain't got nothing to hide.
Why in the hell were you in there alone?
Never been a murder suspect before. Aw, the kids.
So, Brando came to me weeping. He said, my son is facing life.
Oh yeah, Travolta.
Can you help? So I'm busy, but it's Marlon. So I go to the DA and explain.
Talking about Marlon Brando.
His son pled to manslaughter. He's out in 5.
Yeah, Marlon Brando's son killed someone, didn't he? Shapiro might have been on that case.
Who?
It's OJ Simpson.
Has he heard yet?
Obviously, this sort of makes me crazy. It's ridiculous that he's back in the house. He could be destroying evidence, intimidating witnesses.
Marcia.
I think we put.
He's just doing a lot of yelling from what I can see.
This case is too big for one prosecutor. Our partner will be good. Bill runs a little cooler than you. You're perfect for the case because you care, but I think this will be useful.
She doesn't like it.
Since OJ broke, meetings have been canceled. Everyone's tripping over themselves to get on the celebrity.
Every law firm in the city is like nuts.
Come up and visit you guys. Trust me, nobody will miss me.
You're about to get 500 phone calls when you're gone too. Oh, there's the Heisman. Monday Night Football shot. NFL Player of the Year.
In a situation like this, you have to stay ahead of the events. It's the same thing I told Johnny Carson when I represented.
What did Johnny Carson do?
Just so you know, the DA is going to throw all their resources at this. They have a very bad rep for losing cases to the rich and famous. They're going to do everything they can to win.
OJ has a very good relationship with the cops.
I mean, he's not in jail, so yeah.
Rob, what do you think of the idea that you join the team too? You could reactivate your license, and you might provide a special insight to us.
Absolutely. I think that's a great idea.
That's how Kardashian joined the team too.
Any time that I take on a new criminal case, I always ask the client a question.
Did you do it?
Crucial. OJ.
Yep.
Did you do it?
No.
Not a lot of hesitation, but a little.
I loved her.
I was hoping that'd go a little further, but I don't know what to make of that reaction.
Don't you hate having to see lawyers? It just makes me sick to my stomach.
Oh, it's her divorce lawyer.
I don't have time for this.
Marcia, you filed on Thursday. You knew what you were getting into.
Well, I didn't know OJ Simpson was going to kill his wife on Sunday.
You don't plan for celebrity murders?
This could go on for a year. As your friend, I'm worried for you. You're taking on too much.
From what I can see, she's a pretty good prosecutor, but yeah, that's why she needs the help.
I am disgusted with how OJ Simpson's been treated by the LAPD. He has not been charged with a crime, and yet they handcuffed him.
My mistake, but yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer was a mass murderer. Jeffrey Dahmer was a cannibal. He literally ate people. Well, how many times did you see Jeffrey Dahmer in handcuffs? Come on.
You didn't put Dahmer in handcuffs? Maybe he wasn't in handcuffs on camera, but I'm sure he was.
Oh, are you on the case?
No. My plate is full.
What if OJ asked you to help?
Me? Oh, no. I like to win.
Oh, you do it.
As a loser.
Aren't you a winner, Johnny?
Thank you very much. First and foremost, we should all extend our prayers to the Simpson family.
First thing he says, yeah. He won't get it out of his mind.
A white vehicle just goes screeching up Bundy, and it was totally crazy. It ran right through the red and crashed into.
Ran a red light, too? Whoa!
The driver was OJ Simpson.
I see so many bad drivers at my job.
Well, when we drove away, I saw a white Bronco parked on Rockingham. Wasn't there when I arrived.
Alright, so there's been some movement.
Goldman left the restaurant just before 10. Neighbors start hearing dog barking at 10:15. OJ screams at the salad bar lady at 10:45. OJ runs into his house a little before 11.
We got a timeline?
Our timeline totally holds together.
Apparently we do.
I know that you know I wanted this all for myself. But I'm glad we're doing it together.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
What is your name?
Orenthal James Simpson.
You married?
Taking the polygraph.
Do you know the whereabouts of the knife that was used to kill Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman?
No.
Is the person who killed Nicole in this room?
Maybe it's you. Those polygraph questions.
Whatever
Polygraphs don't really hold up in court, but yeah.
He scored a -24.
That sounds bad.
What does that mean?
It's a flunk. It's the worst you can do.
Maybe -25 would be worse.
I'm gonna need you on this, Bob.
There's no way. There's no way you could have done it.
Just wants to keep believing it.
Of course I failed it. She just died. I'm so emotional. I mean, every time they mentioned Nicole's name, my heart went crazy.
All right, calm down.
Mhm.
Don't worry.
And you two were supposed to be representing me. You're supposed to be in the room. Why am I paying your ass?
Come on, let's take a break from this.
I think that's a good idea.
I gotta say, Cuba's playing OJ really well. Like, I almost believe it's OJ when I see this. Oh, this is the funeral, isn't it?
I wouldn't go to rehab if it weren't for Chloe, Courtney, stop running.
Oh, the Kardashian girls. I kind of have a feeling they artificially put the Kardashian girls in there too. Just because they're so famous now.
He'd be smiling and then she'd mention some guy and he'd start screaming. Did you ever see the pictures of her face?
I've seen some of these pictures. Yeah. I'm just gonna say, I wonder if OJ actually showed up here.
There's your ex.
Like, I can understand, you know, believing someone's a murderer and wanting to yell at them, but the funeral is not the place to do it.
Please, no pictures.
It's not the place for the big media circus either.
Who the hell brings their lawyer to a funeral?
Well, he's basically a murder suspect, so he kind of has to. Yeah. Yeah. And even in the church, everyone's staring. And these are like his family and friends, too.
He came. He has no shame.
You gotta think any other death of an ex-wife, you know, the husband would be there, but I understand why people think it's weird, but at the same time, not showing up would also kind of look bad for him.
Sweetheart, I am sorry. I can't come home yet. Mommy is waiting for something important.
Her babysitter's gonna be working overtime.
DNA came through the blood drops at Bundy or Simpson's type, and the Rockingham glove matches a mix of Simpson and the victim's blood.
Oh, thank God.
That's what she wanted.
Look, I know you have a warrant for his arrest, but there's no reason you have to come and get Mr. Simpson when I can bring him to you. And let's be clear, no perp walk here.
Lawyer speak.
It's 8:30 now. Why don't I bring him in at noon? What?
Yeah.
Why do you need 3.5 hours to drive him from Brentwood?
Lunch?
I'll bring him in at 11, and you have my word, and my word is gold.
Why do I have a feeling his word isn't gold?
Is he back at Rockingham?
No, he's at the hideout.
There's a hideout. Wonder where that is. That Kardashian's place? Surprised the police aren't, like, tailing this guy. Yeah, it is Kardashians.
He's sedated. He's still asleep.
Sedated?
No, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we must be pragmatic about these things.
What are you saying to me?
Is he sleeping in the little girl's room? Those are like teen posters.
OJ.
I can't go to jail, Bob.
Yes, you can, and you have to understand one thing. This may be the last time we get to speak without anyone eavesdropping, so if you have anything to say.
Life's about to get very different.
They're already here?
No, they're just friends. They're here to look at you. We had this planned. Let's not do that.
I get very nervous when he just takes a handful of pills.
Dr. Fairstein.
This way.
Hello, Saul. Thank you
Okay.
for coming. Would you make it quick?
Another doctor?
That's Saul Fairstein, expert psychiatrist, just in case.
Oh, a psychiatrist, yeah. Gotta cover all their bases.
I've got 11:05. He is late.
Yep, didn't see that coming.
We cut him every favor possible. Self-surrender, plenty of time. You know what? Call him.
Gonna be one of those things where they call him 20 times in a row, and it's like, I feel awkward because I'm the one calling.
Well, almost. We're about to leave.
What? No. Bob, do not jerk me around. Press conference scheduled for 12. Marcia's gonna blow a gasket.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
I respectfully decline to answer and assert my constitutional right to remain silent.
Mr.
Yeah.
Kalin, you are a witness, not a suspect. You have no right to invoke the Fifth Amendment. So
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you again on the night.
Kato being a little difficult.
Lang just called. OJ has not turned himself in.
Oh, Lord, I'm gonna be here all day. That might be a will or a suicide note. Maybe a little of both.
This is my will. This is a statement to my fans.
He's got everything ready. Yep.
Easier for everybody.
Yeah, this is when it gets real.
Don't.
I don't know if it was this dramatic, but I know during his escape he had a gun in the Bronco.
This is out of control. I have left a grand jury to make this call. Where is your client?
Marsha, I'm sorry, but he's with a few doctors.
Ooh, he ain't with the doctors anymore.
Killed 2 people. He's going to prison. Now, what is your location?
Here's one of the doctors now. Saul.
Yeah, she don't want the doctor.
Now, doctor, as I am sure you are aware, there are laws relating to the aiding and abetting of a fugitive. If you are not aware of these laws, let me make them clear to you now. I'm going to jail for this.
Yeah. I'm washing my hands of this shit.
Come on, OJ, please. Do not kill yourself in Kimmy's bedroom. Give me the gun.
Obviously he doesn't, but that would be terrible.
You want your kids to lose both parents? Come on.
Whether he dies or goes to jail, you know, that's kind of what would happen.
AC, you gotta come handle this. What's up? Come on, it's OJ. He's got a gun. He's suicidal.
Well, they have the address, so they're on their way now.
There's a warrant for the arrest of Orenthal James Simpson.
I understand. Come in. He's here.
Is he?
Bob, please get Mr. Simpson.
This could be volatile.
Are you gentlemen familiar with Chief Williams? Dear friend of mine.
No, sir. Just need Mr. Simpson.
Cops are just like, don't have time for this shit. Where is he?
He's not there.
What? Oh, is this when he escaped?
OJ! Simpson! Juice! Simpson! Juice!
Did they not even know at this point?
OJ!
They went out back.
Yep.
The Bronco's gone.
Yep. Well, you're about to find the Bronco very, very soon on just about every channel. And it begins. These other cars have no idea. And that's episode 1, I take it, folks. Let's wrap this up. Alright guys, thank you guys for tuning in to my reaction to the first episode of The People vs. OJ Simpson. Kind of got a introduction to the case, I guess. You know, we kind of knew what happened. You know, Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman were killed by somebody, and OJ Simpson allegedly kind of fits the description of the killer. We found blood, you know, at the scene. Obviously, we found blood at OJ's place on his car. Like, yeah, we found like a matching glove that was found at Nicole's. Everything kind of points to OJ. I'm being very careful with how I speak, you know, because, you know, OJ was acquitted of this, obviously, and don't know if there's any kind of repercussions for saying he did it or anything like that. Didn't stop Norm Macdonald, obviously, but the cast is incredible already. Like, I'm already so impressed by the cast. Like, Cuba Gooding Jr. was, like, the perfect choice to play OJ. John Travolta, I don't know how they got John Travolta for a TV miniseries, but he's playing his part well. David Schwimmer, of course, he's familiar with TV, playing Robert Kardashian. Yeah, I guess we'll see some of the other people later. We didn't see Nathan Lane yet. We saw a little bit of Chris Darden. We saw a little bit of Johnny Cochran. I'm sure their roles will increase in the episodes to come. And yeah, of course, it ended with the beginning of the famous white Bronco chase. So I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of that in episode 2. Look forward to that. That should be a very entertaining episode 2, and I can't wait to get into it. Obviously, everything looks pretty bad for OJ Simpson, even if you don't really know the case. I think pretty much everyone knows that OJ Simpson did get acquitted. I don't think it's a spoiler to say that, but not everyone may know why. There is something that happens later in the case. I know some people like to watch the episode, watch the reaction, watch the next episode, watch the next reaction type of thing, so I won't say specifically what it is. It is the prosecution's job to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the person accused of the crime did commit the crime. And if there is any reasonable doubt, there has to be an acquittal. I'm sure it will come up later in the series. There was something that happened later in the case that I believe created that reasonable doubt. I'm sure I'll have more to say on that when that does happen in the show. Very good introduction. Very impressed with the cast so far, and I cannot wait to see more. Episode 2 very, very shortly, but until then, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Check out my sports vlogging channel, Jordan Vlogs. And until next time, this is Jordan saying you can be productive sitting at home on your couch. All you need is a TV, a great catalog, and a vision. This has been JordangeVision. Have a good one, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.